All right, so the first thing that we like to do when we're here at a home is I like to go ahead and start by doing an inspection on the ground. And I like to check all the downspouts, any window screens and shutters. And so you can see here, we have a downspout where you can see that chalk and those two circular marks here and here that would indicate hail damage. We have further hail damage indicated right here with this screen. And then as we move around, you can see that we'll have wind damage here. We've got a couple loose shutters here, and then this one as well. So we've got both wind and hail damage. Here's another window screen where the screen has been punctured. So we've checked around the entire house now on the ground level, and we see indications of both wind and hail damage. The next part is to go up on the roof and inspect the shingles. Okay, we have completed our ground inspection where we did find a few loose shutters due to wind damage. We also found a couple window screens that had some holes punctured into the screen, which would be an indication of hail damage. So now we're on the back slope of the home. I've put the ladder up in the back, and I usually like to try to find the easiest point of access to get on, where it's safest, first and foremost. And then when I'm up here, the first thing that I try to do is find any soft metals that we may have. So you can see here we've got a power turbine vent, and we've chalked it up pretty good. We've got a couple good hits here, one over here as well, of hail. We now have a little box vent that I've chalked up, and you can see that there are a couple of spots here, and then on the front face as well. And so then what we've done is basically gone and done a couple of 10 by 10 foot test box squares. You can see over here the circles indicate hail damage, the straight lines indicate wind damage. So on the back slope of the home we have both wind and hail. You can see what wind damage does is it causes a creasing in this shingle, because the wind constantly flaps this shingle up and down, and it creates a creasing. You can see here's a crease, here we have a crease, and here we have a crease. So we'll come back over to our primary test box, which is approximately 10 foot by 10 foot. And you can see that on the rear slope of the home, we have notated that in this test box, we have more than a dozen hail hits from the hailstorm on April the 8th of 2019. And then in this box, we have 6 shingles that were damaged due to wind. Again, wind, you can see the creasing in all of these shingles here. And then a little up close of some of the hail damage as well. So we're now going to move to the front of the home and do the same process by looking for hail and wind damage on the front. Okay, now on the front slope of the home, we can see here that we have a number of different faces of this front slope. And again, quite a bit of hail damage and a decent amount of wind damage. Coming down here towards the edge of the home here, you can see this shingle is completely missing. It's tore off all the way across. And you can see here quite a great number of hail hits on these smaller faces as well. Even on the ridge vent, you can see obvious hail damage We'll scope back around here to the other side of this smaller slope. Again, some wind and mostly hail. And this one is creased really well. You can see that crease right there. And you can see quite a bit of debris underneath there as well. And then our test box. Again, approximately a 10 foot by 10 foot test box. On the front of the home, we found 5 wind damaged shingles, and then at least a dozen or more from hail. So we've got quite a bit of damage here. And then this lower face of the front portion of the home here, all the circles again indicate hail. And then you've got a cluster of 4 shingles over there that we found that all had wind damaged creasing. So based on the information provided and based on our inspection here, we're going to go ahead and recommend that we file a homeowner's claim due to both hail and wind damage. It is my recommendation that we do that. I do think this homeowner here in High Point has a good chance to qualify to have insurance pay for a new roof. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. If you'd like me to come out and set up an inspection, I'd be glad to do that. Again, my name is Brandon Mullis, a storm claims specialist with your roofing company. You can reach me via phone call or text message at 336-420-2343 or via email, brandonm, brandonm, at yourroofernc.com. Thank you for allowing me to provide you with a free video inspection here at your home in High Point. Have a good day.